Welcome to the FAQ podcast, frequently asked questions with Fuzzy and Quincy. Please follow, subscribe, share on YouTube, FAQ podcast. Follow us on Instagram as well, FAQ podcast. Fuzzy, how you doing today, brother?
I'm doing great, man. I hope I'm coming through clear. I hope my Wi-Fi is acting good right now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you look clear. You look like you just in a new mood. A whole, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a whole different setup here. So I'm just bear with any technical difficulties, brothers, sisters.
Yeah.
You feel me?
You look like you on a whole nother level.
Why don't you ever wear over-the-ear headphones, man?
I'm gonna be real with you, Fuzz. I got some right here. I just don't. It reminds me of being on the radio. I hated being on the radio, especially like the last couple of years of being on the radio. I hated this. I hated that. I hated, and it reminded me of like producer Sarah. She was my producer. Is like, wrap it up. We got to go up PPM. I hated that. So this reminds me
of
like,
not radio though. This is our show.
I know. But
so you can hear it fine with those earpods on. Why?
Yeah. And shout out to Karen Civil, because Karen Civil sent me these. So when she was working at Beats,
she used to steal a lot when she was at Beats. We worked together.
Smart. That's what I mean.
No, I'm playing. She didn't steal, but we did work together. Hey, man, so wait, Ryan Seacrest always wears Apple pods like that. You know?
Yeah, but
so listen, is that who you trying to be like?
No, I'm not even trying to be like. But you know who I am trying to be like?
Jesus.
I wouldn't say Jesus when we talk about our next guest. He doesn't believe in Jesus.
Whoa.
You didn't know that? You didn't know? He's from the Bronx. I don't know if he's waiting for a fight, but he punching. I know he had like a celebrity thing. Dude, you know who we got on the show today?
Who we have, man?
Oh,
FAQ pod.
Oh, he's right here. We got Peter Gunz. What's up, Peter?
What's up, man?
What's up with you, dog?
I wouldn't say I don't believe in Jesus, though.
Okay.
I don't believe in the miracle parts. That's all.
See what I'm saying? Like
you were serious?
Yeah.
I thought you was BSing.
Yeah, no. I'm on the atheist side, but I don't believe in the miracle parts. I believe Jesus was like, no different than Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, and all that. But all that, born without. And I don't want to offend nobody if that's what you believe, but all the extra miracle stuff, I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
I feel you.
And even if that's what it is, but I respect it. And most people say the reason why I don't ever and I'm glad you did the research on that, but the real reason I don't ever discuss my religious beliefs, my non-religious beliefs, because people go, that's why he's the way he is. He don't have Jesus in his life, so I don't even discuss it.
We got so much to talk to you about, man. Where do we start? Let's start this boxing match, this celebrity boxing match.
Right.
All right. So your fight, I follow you on Instagram and saw you in first class. Fuzz, Peter's a piece of shit. He was in first class, right? And the dude that he's fighting, he's getting on the plane. He's in coach. He said, where you going? You going to 55D? Bruh.
What are you doing?
Bruh. It was
you know what the funny story behind that is? It's funny.
Please.
Even my family members was like, yo, that was a low blow. What happened where people are, so let me just keep it. I'm keeping all, and people get mad at me, loving hip hop, the boxing celebrity, but they get mad at me because I'm real. When y'all see me on the show, when y'all watch.
Oh, we lost you, Peter. Oh, now you back now. All right.
Damn, I can't see y'all. People keep calling me. Now I can't see y'all. There you go.
Okay.
When you watch Love and Hip Hop and you go, yo, that shit look fake. Not me. And I'm not proud of what y'all saw. By no means necessary. I'm not here gloating over it. But that's not me. When you see shit. So even with celebrity boxing, Cisco called me out. I didn't, I'm no boxer. I'm old. I'm not a boxer. I'm not a fighter. And when I started, I was street for it.
Wait, Cisco from Drew Hill?
Not Cisco.
Oh, bro, I'm lost. I'm like, huh?
Listen, I wish it was Cisco from Drew Hill. I still be smoking cigars and drinking. I wouldn't even train for that shit.
Yeah.
It's a big 6'4", gigantic.
Okay, my bad. Yo, I'm like, heard Cisco like, oh, that's a mismatch. But go ahead. All right.
But so Cisco calls me out on a boxing match, and I'm like, dog, I'm not doing that. But they showed me the numbers in the background. I was like, all right, let's do it. So for the first time, I'm really training how to box, and realizing I really don't know how to fight.
Yeah, no, it's tough, right? Like boxing is, dude. I did one charity boxing match, and the funny thing is, like, I've trained with Bernard Hopkins. I trained in the same gym,
right?
But they didn't teach me how to breathe. You got to breathe with the mouthpiece. I never trained with a mouthpiece.
I've never trained. When I got into a fight, it was real live action, and it's 5. We shoot the 5, whatever.
Yeah.
This is really technical. So punching, learning how to punch, and then of course, I run every day anyway.
2 miles a day? You still doing 2 miles?
I took it down to a mile, but now I'm back up to 2-3 miles now.
Okay.
So in doing the fight, we were in the same city promoting the fight, and he told the celebrity boxing dudes, yo, I'm gonna be in Atlanta already. I don't need y'all to book me a flight. Meanwhile, they booked my flight weeks ago. So they put me in first class. So last minute, he go, yo, I need to be on that same flight because I'm in the same, I'm not leaving, I'm staying. So they put him in coach. So while we waiting to get on the plane, they call first class. I get on the plane and realize they didn't put this nigga in first class because we ain't speaking.
Okay.
They didn't put this nigga in first class. I'm crushing him when he get on the plane. So that's what you saw.
Oh, dog. Listen, let me tell you, when I saw it, I didn't know anything about the fight, but when I saw that, I was like, I gotta do some research. And then I saw that y'all were fighting, and then I found out that one of my good homies from Philly is one of the promoters. Shout out to my man Haroon. But oh my gosh, dude, like I was that took me out. That was the best promotion of a fight I've ever seen. So when is the actual fight?
It's June 11th in Atlantic City.
Oh, I'm coming. Oh, I'll be there.
Come on, man. Yeah,
I'll be there. All right. Are you
get my number from Sarah after it's sold out, but get my number from Sarah after this. We'll figure it out.
Okay. So like are you I guess you're training now. Like what's your regiment?
A lot of cardio. Just the truth is, so I don't like to make excuses. So if things went left, people will be like, oh, he trying to make excuses. I want to be clear before I tell you what I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
I would never get in the ring with somebody at 52 years old if I didn't feel like I could win. So if I lose, it's no excuse for one, because people be like, he making excuses. But I caught COVID a couple weeks ago.
Oh, snap. All right, so
and I slept on it. I was one of the people that was like, not that I didn't think it was real, but I felt like when I catch it, it'd just be cold because I'm healthy. I take my supplements, I work out, I run. It really, really fucked me up.
Yeah.
Badly, dog. Like I was in the hospital for 2 days. I lost 12 pounds. I couldn't breathe. And I deserved that because I really took it for granted. So I'm just starting to get back into the groove of my regular regimen. But boy, I was 2 minutes from dropping out the fight because it took a lot out of me, man.
Yeah, like dude, I caught Corona late November. Mm-hmm. And for me, it's just like an energy thing. It took me like a month just to like feel back to normal. You know what I'm saying? Like, like it was a tough thing, catching Corona. Like Fuzz hasn't caught Corona because he's
not catching Corona. I drink orange juice. He said, and I fly first class.
That's what I thought.
And I fly first class, so I'm sorry.
That's what I thought.
That's what I thought.
So
it was a bad experience, but I'm back. I'm working out. I'm going on the side of long distance cardio, staying away. He's a big, strong dude. If he catches me in the first round or the first two rounds, I could be a meme like fucking Nate Robinson.
Oh, you don't want that.
No.
I don't want no parts of that. So the deal with me is, I'm gonna get comfortable. I lost 12 pounds with COVID. I'm gonna get comfortable with whatever weight I'm at and just go off that. I can't, originally I was trying to bulk up 10, 15 pounds just to be a little closer to him in weight. But I decided to just be comfortable. I'm gonna go with the comfortable route.
Yeah. So isn't who else is fighting? Isn't Lamar Odom fighting on this?
Lamar Odom, Aaron Carter's fighting. Roy Jones Jr.
Wait, hold on.
Roy Jones Jr. and Mayoda and yeah, we said Mike Mayoda. They training me at this
Peter,
fight.
You just said Lamar Odom and
Aaron Carter, yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, I can't wait. Yo, Fuzz, it's gonna be in Atlantic City.
That looks ridiculous, though.
That sounds ridiculous. It's like they had problems. That's like jacked up. They put them together.
That's fucked up. I know.
Oh man.
I got a chance to talk to Aaron Carter, and I got a chance to talk to Lamar Odom at the face-off with me and Cisco, and At first, I was like, I can't even take this serious, but it's hard not to because I think it's good. It's gonna be fun to watch. I think.
Yo, if Lamar Odom get knocked out,
for that?
Please,
no,
please.
Lamar Odom is so much bigger and taller.
Why Lamar Odom's reaching? He's gonna millie whop that kid.
Fuzz, you gotta come out for this. It's June 11th here. It's in Atlantic City.
I don't get that one. It's like so mismatched.
No, Q. I'm coming to Philly. Then we're going to drive to Atlantic City, bro.
Please,
stay no more. Yeah. Like we definitely going. Like I know the promote Fuzz. I know the promote, and we know Peter.
Q, it's done. I'm there, bro. I gotta see this.
Yeah.
We gotta go to the after party too.
Oh yeah. Oh, see, I don't know because I'm married, and Peter. Peter, you're known for like a lot. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like you known for. Getting cats in trouble.
I don't want no married men around me anyway.
Whoa, hey.
Damn, Peter.
Damn.
Nah, man. Y'all be fucking up the flow, showing your ring and all that. Showing your ring, your kryptonite. Get that shit away from me.
Peter, I got it. Listen, we're going to hang out at the after party.
He was not a fuddy-duddy married guy. He's a fun guy.
Yeah, I'm not going to be like, no, get away from Peter. Like, I'm not that guy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, he's not a hater. Nah, he's far from that.
No, you know what I'm saying? When in Rome.
No, I was just joking, dog. I like to test. When my married friends come around with me, I really put their faithful test to it. I put it to the fullest test.
Whoa, bro.
You're about to be tested.
Why do that? Don't test people's faith.
Nah,
you little devil, you.
Yeah, the devil on my shoulder. No, I'm just fucking. I'm proud of you, man. Just show me the secret how to be that way. I'm trying to learn.
Dude, I'm gonna be real, man. Like, well, you got more kids than me, but I got 3 sons who
I got
live.
10. I got 5 sons, 5 daughters.
So let me ask, have you lived with your kids?
Yeah.
Like how many kids have lived with you at one time?
At one point, I probably lived with all my kids at one point, but the longest I ever lived was probably my daughters out in New Orleans. I lived with their mom for a while. We were engaged, and then Tara with me with my sons.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
I love. Don't be clear. I love being around my kids and being with my kids. My Achilles heel was always just being with one person. It's something that I never figured out, and I'm still having a hard time figuring that out. I ain't gonna hold you. I got at my people be like, at your age you should have it and your kids need. I don't know, man. My I could stop drinking. I stopped drinking for the fight. I stopped smoking cigars. I stopped things. But the women, man, woo!
So, what's the longest you've been just faithful? Just faithful.
Sorry.
Nah, that'd get me in trouble.
Okay.
I can't answer that.
I was like, Q, why are you asking that question? That's he's dry snitching on himself.
I'm just saying because Pete.
But you don't have to say what time. You can say, it's 6 months.
It's been. I did it for a minute, and then
high school don't count, bro.
No, man.
Okay.
At my older ages, when I'm recent, I've been chilling. I'm doing a lot better than I used to.
Got it. Yeah.
There was a time where I couldn't do a month or 2 months or 3 months.
What makes you keep straying away, brother? Like, I know the flesh is weak, but I mean, is it just like little waist, big booty? What's your thing? What's your crypto? Like, what is your crap?
Man, believe it or not, it's not just. Well, yeah, I ain't gonna front like it. It's not an attraction to how they look, but it's. I don't know. I love women, man. I just love women, man.
It's a good thing you do. It's a good thing you do, man.
They're pretty dope. They are pretty.
I love women, and it's hard. The thing is. I'm doing a lot better now. I'm chilling, but what happens with me is what you think, but you have the power to go. Nah, I got my wife and my kids at home.
Mm-hmm.
I got whatever God gave you, your God, whatever you believe in God, whatever He gave you, He didn't give me that. That edit button left. He left that edit button out.
You know you're missing something to keep you on the right path.
No, it's not the wrong path.
Okay.
I think if it's meant for you, and I think a lot of men, some men be in relationships forever just miserable. I think if it's meant for you to just be single and do you. The problem with it is I lied. Lying and cheating. Just say your home, listen, love, I'm not here to settle down. And then it's all good. Problem that Peter had was lying. And the reason why Peter lied is because I didn't want her to do nothing.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So if I say love, we not together. You could do you, I'm doing me. I couldn't live with her, another man sleeping with her, so I would lie. And it took a long time for me to that part of it. So once you get to the point where you able to accept that, she's gonna do her and you gonna do you, and that's it. So that's been my Achilles. I should have just been single instead of lying to people. That's been my Achilles heel.
What do they call that when you guys can have multiple girlfriends or wives? What is that?
Polygamy?
Polygamy?
Yeah, but I don't want that either.
Oh, you're a jealous mother. You jealous too.
No, he's selfish. He's selfish. Yeah.
But more than that, let me tell you something, yo. This is just my belief, and I have a lot of friends that disagree. If you have a woman or a man that accepts you being with other people, I don't think you could possibly really. That's not love to me.
But you want your lady to accept you for what I mean?
I don't want her to do anything.
A million men feel like that. He's just the only one speaking up and saying
no,
it.
What I'm saying is, I don't want my lady to accept me being with nobody else. God. So here's the deal. So
you like the thrill of cheating.
They lie. No, what I'm saying is they lie. You lie to keep. There's no woman. I deal with women that just wouldn't accept that shit. And if they accept it, that's because I lied again. But for the most part, to me, if a woman accepts you cheating, she can't. To me, if a woman says, "Go ahead, go," you had.
I mean, she gonna do her thug thizzle.
And even if she don't, if she's like, "Oh, you had fun tonight. How was that?" How do you feel she feels about you for real?
You want the challenge. You like the pursuit. You like this. It's a sport. It's like
no, it's not a sport either.
Not sport. It's not like I love you. All right, I'll be back.
Nah, it's not the sport of that. The lying part of it is what's the worst. That's what I hate, and that's what I hated. I've done so long.
Peter, do you fall in love cheating though? Do you fall in love
all the time? I fall in love.
What sign are you, Peter?
Capricorn.
January 6th, man. January 12th over here, dog.
Listen, I've been not cheating, been in love, but I've been in love. Yeah. I've been in love. I've been in love and still messed up. But now, that's where I'm at now. Is where I'm like, I'm tired of that. So when I do say this is it and we're gonna figure this out, that's what it's gonna be.
Peter, let us know. Are you a responsible cheater? Are you out here like, no, I'm going to make sure that I only have raw, unprotected sex with the person I'm with.
If you're gonna cheat, you might as well cheat big. What are you talking about?
And with the side woman, with the parsley on the side, you like.
I don't even know what you're talking about. No, see? Man. Listen, cheat. The thing where I am right now is I'm just in a different space. But before, I was reckless.
I was in outer space earlier. You're in a different space now.
I was reckless, but now I'm more responsible with it, and I would be just straight up now. Like now, is no more lying. Though the lying is what caused all the headaches. I wish I had just been truthful earlier.
Yeah, because I mean, a lot of women they put up with a lot. They act like they don't, but they do.
We are headaches, man.
And now you know before the fight, you're not supposed to have like intercourse like a month. You know what I mean? Like a couple weeks. Like, a couple fighters when they go into training camp, they don't fight for like, they don't have sex for like 3 months.
You gonna do that, Peter?
The crazy, that's another thing. So I haven't been drinking or smoking cigars, which was hard because I drink scotch and I smoke cigars regularly.
Right.
Stopping that was hard. And then they told me, 2 weeks. Some people say a month. They told me 2 weeks. Yeah, I have to abstain. I'm staying. I have to take advantage of any of any advantage I could get because he's bigger, younger, and stronger than me.
Man, this is gonna be June 11th, man. I can't fuzz. We're gonna be in Atlantic City.
I gotta fly out there, bro.
Please.
I'm there, bro. I am there.
Oh, we this is gonna be a good time. I definitely want to see this. Peter, I'm gonna tell you, bro. I don't watch TV a lot, and we were talking on the podcast, and Fuzz is like, "Yo, dog, he's talking about cheaters," and he's like, "Yo, who the host is?" And I'm like, "No, who's the host?" He's like, "Yo, Peter Gunz is the host of Cheaters," and we gotta send you the clip. I wish we had a clip of it.
Oh man, I wish we were ready,
bro.
He was shocked.
I was blown away that you were the host of Cheaters. I was like, "What happened to Greco?" He was like, "Nah, Peter Gunz is the host of Cheaters." I'm like, "Dude," and I've been trying to look for it. I've looked on YouTube. I saw a couple clips on YouTube. How did this all come about, man?
So Greco wasn't the last host. Shout out to Greco. That's my man. I had lunch with him just to get some pointers about the show. The last host was Clark Gable the third. He was, Clark Gable was an actor. His grandson was the host of Cheaters.
Got it.
Passed away from some substance overdose or something. I don't want to put that. I don't know. Allegedly, let's just say that he died from an overdose or something. So, my manager was watching TV one night and on scouring the internet and saw that he passed away and Cheaters was on hold. Rest in peace. So he reached out to the show and said, "You know what would be funny if Peter Gunz hosted your show?"
It was a joke.
He reached out via email.
Right.
The owner, Bobby Goldstein, who runs the show, who's his show, the CEO of the show, went into a meeting that day and said, "Yo, I'm thinking about starting the show up again," because he was just going to close it. It's been out for 21 years. And he went into a meeting and said, "But somebody hit me up and said Peter Gunz would be a good host for the show and he's available." And he said his whole staff went crazy. If you can get him, get him. And the rest was history. He flew me to Dallas. We had dinner. And he was like, "Move to Dallas." He put me up in the crib and moved me to Dallas. And we've been filming since. And it's on the CW, so it's hard to find. He's like...
It comes on late at night.
He's so independent that he shops the show. And he gets the most out of that because it's only him. He gets the most. So the show was on the CW. So he sells it to the CW. License it to Viacom, then they show it on MTV-H1, then he licenses overseas. It's huge overseas. So when people hit me up and be like, "What channel it's on?" I can't tell them because it's on the CW, and in every state, that's a different time. It could be 1 in the morning on a Friday in your city. But eventually it'll be on MTV, VH1 all morning, and you check it then. But I mean, besides the fact that people can't find it, which bothers me because people want to see it, that's it. But other than that, it's been a lot of fun, man. And I love Dallas. And I'm also doing radio in Dallas. I got a radio gig here now.
What station? What station you on?
94.5 Magic.
Oh, yeah. Who are is that that's not the same people that own KK 104.
TV1.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know them people. Yeah, I know Radio 1. Yeah.
Radio 1, they own it. Radio 1. And shout out to Tammy Honesty and Skip Cheatham and all them over there.
Skip is that's the folks right there.
Yeah, Skip is the PD of it. And shout out to Vita Loco. We do a show called Vita Got Guns and we give relationship advice. And people be like, "Who is Peter Gunz? Why is Peter Gunz on Cheaters and giving relationship advice?" I'm like a retired football player, basketball player. When you retire, you go on ESPN and I'm a retired cheater. I'm just this is what I'm doing. I'm telling y'all what it is. I know all the tricks. I know all the tricks. I did it all.
So you give some self experience when you talk to the dude or the chick about what's going on. I watched the show a couple of times, but I got a bigger question than that. There be some birds on that show, man. Do you ever like try to take down one of the cheating victims?
Yo, you're not the first one to ask me that.
Yo, I saw a clip today. No. Oh my gosh, she got a fatty.
There be some bad ones.
What?
Nah. Because you don't ever want to wind up in, I did the show and Peter Gunz was harassing me and he tried to holler at me.
Yeah,
that's the biggest part about taking pictures with females for me. Because of my reputation, right? A female will post a picture and I'll just be nice, take a picture and say, "Yo, nigga asked me for my number. This nigga touched my ass." They put all this extra shit on it and I just took a picture with her. And so I started getting like, yo, so when I take pictures with women, sometimes I'm love. All I ask is don't put a backstory to this picture. You asked me to take a picture, I took the picture. Don't go saying I'm trying to holler at you or or none of that. Because that was happening to me on a regular basis and that shit was making me annoying. If I stop to take a picture with you and then you got to add a backstory to it and people believe it because they say what they believe of me, what they say on TV. What people have me misconstrued on the show is I was in love with two beautiful women, talented, beautiful women. You didn't see me like over here, over there. Mm-hmm. But that for some reason people have me as a person that's over there. We got to be able to have. I'm at an age conversation. We got to vibe. Something got to be there. I'm not a dude that's all over the place, and people got me twisted with that.
Yeah,
damn.
And when you say, when I say I love women. I love women more mentally than what people see on the stage. I got friends that are like, "I don't see what you see in that." And I got to go, "You wouldn't."
Yeah, I feel you.
You want the chick that went and got a body snatched.
You okay?
You know what I mean? With no brain in her fucking head.
You go to Marshalls and know how to pick out the deal. I get it.
Women. Yeah, I look for quality. If I can't watch a movie with you or have a real conversation with you or a real argument, like say for instance, if I'm not a religious person, you are, and you say I'm gonna pray for you, Peter, because my God is real, and we have a real conversation, just not condemn me on that. Or if I say I don't really like Kamala Harris like that, because and this is something recently that happened, because a lot of black men went to jail, and she said America's not racist. I got black women a woman that blocked me today for saying that. I said that latest statement with her, and I voted for her. That latest statement threw me off a little bit because I was already on the fence with her. Dang, the nerve of you, where all you did to black women, block.
You blocked her.
How many people you got blocked? I don't know.
But I'm not the fucking vice president, love. This is somebody that I'm saying that's supposed to be the head of the state that said our country's not racist, when obviously that shit is not true.
For sure.
I didn't dig that. And I said it, and but because of how I move on TV, I can't have an opinion. You don't have a say, because look at you and what you do.
How many people a week are you blocking? I remember Cameron said he blocked over 200,000 people on his Instagram.
My man, I used to do that. I don't pay attention to it no more, man.
Yeah.
The only time I block somebody is if somebody call me and say, could you block this? Amina will call me and say, block this girl. Tara hasn't done that in a long time. But certain people call me and they shit on them, but I don't scour through comments. I'm too old for that, man. I would not, this is a true story, I would not be on social media if it wasn't a way for me to feed these many mouths that I have to feed. I wouldn't have did Love and Hip Hop or none of that if I didn't have kids to feed. That's not really what I would do. When you see me posting and see me being funny and all that, that's because I have mouths to feed and I didn't finish school, so I can't go finish being a lawyer or a doctor. So I have kids to provide for. I would not even be on social media, Instagram, other than I have to feed my family. So for me to sit there and scour through do you know, I try to tell people this, and I'm going to tell you guys this too, that may say something stupid about you. That one thing that might catch your eye and bother and you commenting. Do you know how stupid you are to rebut to a person? If you don't like me, why are you on my live? Why are you on my Instagram? Why are you commenting? I didn't like Donald Trump, but you never saw me go on his page and be like, you're a fucking red orange. I never did that. Yeah. Because to me, you a weirdo doing that. I'm a weirdo for doing that. And do you really think he sees it or gives a fuck? So I don't even read through those. And most of the time, other people that like me will tear them up. I used to, though. I used to get but it used to be fun for me. Like to go on their page and see their boyfriend or their kids or their kitchen or their living room and fucking go. Because we snapped in school.
Right.
We used to snap. I used to be like, I know you ain't talking with that fucking plastic on your sofa and that ugly ass baby you got sitting on your lap. I used to do that. Okay. When I had time and was trying to be funny. Not anymore, man. Like, don't ever let that get you down. I did. I wouldn't agree with that.
Yeah. Now let's talk, man, because we gotta go back to this for us. Like, how is a recovering cheater in a place like Dallas? That's like sending Pookie to the Carter. Like, Dallas is, their women are so friendly. They speak
Southern hospitality.
It's like, how you in, and they got big homes. Like, how you in Dallas?
They got big asses.
I ask these chicks, why are you so thick? Like, I know you can go to, she be like, I eat hog. I eat hog. More than that, can I curse on this or no?
Yeah, you free.
They grab your dick with a fucking, as a greeting. You sticking out your hand, they grab your dick out here.
What? That's you.
Dallas is crazy. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, you in Dallas?
If I'm at the bar and I'm just getting a drink, somebody come over and just, I want to see why them girls were so crazy, and grab your shit. Not all of them, but it happens a lot. And it's a lot of beautiful women out here, man. But again, man, like, so I tell young men, in due time, you get to a space. Everything in time in time gets better, heals, or gets different, or you just get older. And that's where I am now. Like, I mostly miss my kids and being here, swimming in the pool outside my complex, right outside my door, basically. I miss my kids more than I miss Like the women. I like to hear my kids playing. That sound of my kids jumping in the pool screaming, that means more to me than women being here. But there was a time, yeah, that wasn't. That I just wanted to be around. I wanted the women to scream, not the kids.
There you go. There he
but
is.
Nah, yeah, I'm in a different space now. But you know, everything in time gets better, man. Like if somebody dies, time. If somebody breaks up with you and you got heartbreak, there is no magical let me go talk to this person. It's just time. Time heals everything. In time, you'll get better. In time, somebody pass, you get better. If time, and as you get older, you get better. I'm still a work in progress. I'm not trying to act like I'm some saint. I'm just a lot better than I used to be.
Yeah. Now, Peter, man, you're from South Bronx, man. And
born and raised.
Bro.
From the hospital to the same block my mother's living on right now.
Right.
Wow. I mean, you know, you were inspired by the Cold Crush.
Biggest inspiration, the Cold Crush.
Yeah, like let us know. I mean, because when I think of the Bronx, I just want to say some names and just tell us like the relationship, or was there a relationship there? But yeah, start with the Cold Crush. Like, you know what I mean? Like you saw them growing up.
Cold Crush, I live on 100. I'm born and raised on 174th and Vice Avenue. Around the corner of the whole avenue was a boys club. It's been there since the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
So the Cold Crush used to have concerts there, 81, 80, 79, 80, 81, 82. And I was there with a kid named Spud. He was popular for Electric Boogie. We all from the hood. My crew, we was called the Little Cold Crush. My brother went to school with Easy AD. I absolutely admired. I mean, he was like the king of the hood to me, Grandmaster Caz. So his voice, he was the captain, his rhymes, and just, you know, when he would come around, even though there wasn't rap stars, they just lived in the hood. But they had mixtapes, and you know, I just admire him, and they used to play at the club. And I was actually at that time, even as a kid, I was a drummer, and I played instruments. I was more on the music side. But when Cold Crush came, music was gone. I at least playing instruments. I started wanting to rap. So my relationship with them became real good. You know, just looking up to the Cold Crush. I named my son Caz as that's how much I love Grandmaster Caz and Cold Crush. They was my biggest inspiration musically, and I loved them, man. It meant so much because we was in the Bronx at a bad time, burned down, messed up. Everything was wrong, but hip hop, electric boogie, graffiti, and rap is what kept it moving for me.
Yeah. How about Fat Joe? I mean, we know Fat Joe, Bronx. Like, what's that connection like?
That's my guy, man. You know, Fat Joe and them. We grew up not too far. He went, Morris High School, Trinity Projects, Trinity, all that. That's right there on Boston Road. So we grew up not too far from each other. So we, it's always been love there. And Big Pun was in Soundview. And when we go back, I remember going to Joe telling him we needed him and Pun on a record. He did it. And no money, and we'll do the video and everything. That's how far we go back. The Bronx is tight knit, man. It's only a few of us, so we stay tight now. I love Joe. Joe was mad that I did Love and Hip Hop.
Really?
Oh, was he?
So mad at me, man.
Really?
But Joe, the audacity of Joe. Joe say, "Yo, Gunz, I was sitting in my cell. No, I was in the day room in jail. I saw you on Love and Hip Hop, and I told him, lock me in, man. I was so disappointed in you. I said, lock me in. I said, so you was sitting in jail disappointed in me." Say that shit again.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Nigga, what?
How about the connection with KRS-One, Boogie Down Productions?
One of my favorites.
Oh man,
one of my favorites.
I love Chris. That's my man. My son Cory calls calling his new project Criminal Minded. Ooh. And Cory was just calling it Criminal Minded. I said, no. We gotta get the blessings from Chris. So I went and met with Chris, and he was like, absolutely, I love your son, but I want to sit with him. I want to hear it. I want to, Nah, Chris is my man. Come on, man. When he came out with South Bronx, he made us proud to be from the Bronx again.
Yeah, man. Legendary.
Yeah. We wanted to put him on the remix of Uptown Baby. Here's a true story about that. We had Jay-Z for Brooklyn on the remix. Jay-Z doing Brooklyn. Nas doing Queens. Cameron doing Harlem, or Mace. We wanted Mace, but it was Mace at that time. It was rough. We was going to let Pun do the verses for the Bronx. We had it all, and I was going to do the hook. New York niggas got crazy, and everybody agreed. We wanted KRS-One on. He might have been the hardest one to get.
What?
I don't know why. Yeah, it was hard.
That's your backyard.
That's my dude. But it was everybody else was, let's do it. When Chris was like, I don't know. Let me. Yeah, at that time, it was a weird thing with him. I reminded him, he was like, nah, that's not true. I said, but that's my guy, man. I love Chris.
Wow, man.
Let's talk about it, Q. Yeah. That's because that song was everywhere. It got played. Q, you probably wasn't in radio when that song was popping yet.
No, what was that? That was like, no, I was in high school. That was like 94?
98.
90. Oh, no. I wasn't radio. I was in the back though. I was getting the commercials. Yeah, I was barely in radio. I
remember breaking this record on the West Coast, right? But listen, I told Quincy this, and I told Sarah, like, I'm a huge Steely Dan fanatic.
No.
What? I fly to Vegas to the shows. Like, got sad when Walter Brecker passed away. Like,
I didn't. Fuck that nigga.
Yo, so what happened? Tell me what happened. Like, first of all, guys, our listeners don't know, like, Uptown sampled Steely Dan Black Cow, which is a hit off the Asia album, right? So what tell me what happened, because I heard Donald Fagen speak on it before. He was like, "Oh, let me take that."
Fuck him too.
Well,
the thing is this right here. To me, if I record a song, right, and I sample it, it was a few things with these dudes, because they sued De La Soul, and that's why De La Soul won't. Besides the fact that they going through what they're going through with Tommy Boy, they don't want you to buy their old album because of people like Steely Dan, suing and all that shit. They don't make no money off that album, right? So with Steely Dan, what bothered me with Steely Dan, and I'm going to send you guys something after this. Is deep. I don't want to say it over this because I haven't fact checked it, but I'm going to send y'all some deep shit about it. But we sampled a song, and y'all with me?
Yep.
All right, somebody called me. Sorry about that.
All up.
We sampled a song.
We still can't see you though.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. See, when people call you, they fuck the whole thing. All right, boom. Let's try this.
All right, there you go. You in there?
Right. We sampled Black Cow by Steely Dan.
Yes, sir.
When we did the record, why I did the record? Just to be honest with you, wasn't for a hit record, wasn't for a smash record. To be honest with you. Brooklyn, Queens, Harlem, everybody was on fire. The Bronx was quiet. And when we would go in clubs, people would be, if we went to the tunnel, it was like, Brooklyn, Queensbridge. Everybody be shouting this shit out, and the Bronx be quiet. So I would tell my dudes, even though it's not a lot of us, when I say if it wasn't for the Bronx, this rap shit probably never would be going on. Tell me where you from, and I want y'all to say, Uptown, nigga. Uptown, nigga. We gets down, nigga. Which will also result in step outside, step outside. It would result in that shit. Suck my dick, suck my dick. It would get...
It's the street.
It went from, I said, yo, nigga, all I said was say Uptown, nigga. So anyway, when my man K&S sampled the beat, I wrote a full song to it. 2 verses. Went over, took it to Tariq. It had everything in the 2 verses, and the New York niggas got crazy game. But Tariq was like, nah, you gotta put me on that, nigga. So I put him on it. So Tariq said, you know what you should throw in there? You know that shit when you go, if it wasn't for the Bronx, this rap shit, probably in Uptown. Instead of saying Uptown, nigga say Uptown, baby. So we do it. So now you got a song about all the 5 boroughs, basically about the Bronx, 24-bar verses, 16-bar hook. It ain't gonna go nowhere outside of the fucking Bronx.
Just showing love
to
it
out there. Shit start growing legs. Getting bigger and bigger. So Flex, nobody was on it. Nobody cared because it was a street record. And at the time, everything was pretty. DMX didn't even drop yet. Pretty shit. We start getting bidding wars. The workers start growing that many legs. Interscope want to sign you. Def Jam. People I went to shop records with, like Chris Lighty, rest in peace, who was like, was at my mom's crib on the couch. Hey, Pia, Chris is here.
Wow.
What Chris doing in my crib? So it was like that. So we got word back from our attorney, says Steely Dan don't like rap music. They'll never clear the sample. They suing De La Soul. They suing this one. They don't like rap music. They don't want nobody. They really real about their music. So we threw a price out there like, hey, how about if we gave y'all 50% of the publishing and threw y'all 50,000, 20,000 at first, then 50. Nah.
What?
So the company, so I took my band in the studio and tried to record the sample. The company was like, nah, we want the record as it is, not re-recorded. The only thing we want to re-record is Peter Gunz singing hooks for each city. Y'all remember that? No. When I would go Dallas, baby.
Okay.
Houston, baby.
Yeah.
When I would do different cities, I would do in different countries. I spent 2 weeks in the studio singing different cities, different countries.
Okay.
So if we did New Orleans, I said Baton Rouge, baby. You know, name place. So
no, you did one for LA. I remember that.
Yeah.
Everywhere. So Steely Dan would not clear the sample. Then their lawyer counted with, how about $105,000 certified check, cash, and 100% of the publishing.
Wait, they want the upfront money and still own the whole record?
Right. So we did the deal with, so we had $1 million deal over at Interscope. Jimmy Iovine pulled it because he saw the compensation with Steely Dan. Sony said we'll still do it for $875, the album. So I'm sitting in a meeting going, damn, I tried to record the sample. I recorded the horns over, tried to record the sample over. It just wasn't sounding the same. And they was like, either y'all clear the sample or the deal is off. So in my mind, fuck it. Give them what they want, and we'll do another one. We'll make another hit. Like, fuck it. And you know, you in your child mind, you thinking we'll just do it. We hot now. Fuck it. Those records is once in a lifetime now that I see it. You get some artists that could do it back to back, but this shit didn't work that way. But long story short, to me, so if y'all say we stand on, we don't like rap music and what y'all about, we ain't said. But there is a price for your soul, motherfucker. Because you, for 100,000 plus the publishing, you did sell your soul. 1, 2, it just never was fair to me. To me, like, they even took writing credit. So I got 2 Jewish men saying that they wrote that. If I quick to slide off and slide his dick up in your wife. 2 old Jewish men. Basically, we didn't even get writing credit. So if you look,
but you didn't take any of the lyrics. You didn't take any of the
written by them on top of everything. So I'll never have. And the fact that, you know, so when people be like, yo, you know, such and such died, fuck him. Did he leave my fucking anything for my kids to go to school?
How much money?
How much money you think that you missed out on from that one record?
Last count, probably about $7 million.
That's crazy.
Oh, bro.
That's sorry. And you know, my whole thing is, I mean, come on, you know you ain't write the record, right? And it's like, be fair. At least be fair. Like and this is the first time I actually heard this story, Peter Gunz. So it's like hearing the story and, you know, them being creatives, and, you know, hip hop was based off of
samples.
And them being fucked over. Listen, here's the deal with me. If they would have said, all right, guys, that's cool, 50-50, I would have been like, cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's their sample or whatever. And even if they would even ask for money, I still would have felt that wasn't fair. Like, in hindsight, at the age I am right now, I would have never agreed to that.
Right.
But when you're young and you got all this money on the table and you just listen, at that time I was a father. I had kids. I was young with kids, a felon, broke, nothing. So you want to watch $800 and something thousand, which turned into really like $600 and something thousand for album budget, go away because you want to stand on pride and be like, no, I'm not giving them writing credit and everything. At the time, he was like, yo, we got to get, let's just make another one. But in hindsight, as a grown old man, and then I used to make excuses for them. I used to say, yo, if I was them, I'd do the same thing. But I probably wouldn't, because being an art, they've been fucked over before.
Yeah.
So to me, you should be a little bit more sympathetic to the sample. I would have respected them more if they would have said no.
Yeah.
It's a plain out no instead of trying to negotiate.
Nah. So there is a price. So when they say we just don't like rap music, that's why we sue all the rappers that sample our shit. Nah, homie, there's a price for you to fucking let a nigga rap on your beat. I proved it. And although your kids probably went through college and still living in comfortably off of my fucking sample, because to me that sample also breathed life into them, and I would be a liar to you. I love a lot of old music. I'm a musician first. If you look at my house, it's decorated with guitars, and I'm a musician first. I love all music. Was never really. They had a song or two that I like, but I could never listen to a full Steely Dan album.
Because it put a bad taste in your mouth.
No. Even when my brother liked them, like you. My brother was like you. Sonically, they was good, but I wasn't fucking with Steely Dan like that. It was just a sample we caught.
Wow.
Damn. I wasn't like, oh my God, how'd you catch that sample? You was listening to Steely Dan? No, you know how niggas scour through songs?
Yeah, needle drop.
Yeah, it was a needle drop. I'm not saying they not dope, and sonically they not dope. And this is not bitter me. Because my brother and my brother loves Steely Dan. He loved Peg, was one of his favorite joints. I don't fuck with them niggas like that. When you say you could go see them in concert, never.
We looking at you weird, Fuzz.
I probably seen them.
You got me a little fuzzy right now.
Yo, man, I got a Steely Dan mug. I got a plaque. Listen, man. Listen, I feel you, but damn, I hate that happened. But
they would not even perform with us on the MTV Awards or the Grammys. The Grammys said if you get them to come out and play and y'all rock and they sing, they could have sung half a cow and we sung. It was like, nope.
Wow. That would have been a moment.
And I think that's why we lost the Grammy, because we had the Grammy. There was no song bigger than that at the time.
Yeah.
They gave it to the Beastie Boys for a song the Beastie Boys made alone. I still want the Beastie Boys to give me that Grammy just on GP.
Man. How's Tariq doing?
Tariq is great.
Y'all still talk?
Tariq is married to my sister. They have grown kids. I met Tariq via my sister. My sister and Tariq are married. They have a 26-year-old that has a daughter now. He has a grandkid, and they have a 20-year-old. So when I met Tariq, my sister was like, yo, my boyfriend rap. He want to get down with you and your boys. I was in a group called Gun Runners. I was like, it's too many niggas. She said, yo, he's good. And finally one day I took him downstairs and he rapped and realized he rapped better than all of us. Wow. So I put him in the crew. And he was in the crew called Money Boss, but I also said, nigga, get down with us. He was dope. But I met Tariq via my sister. We had every Thanksgiving. I was the best man in their wedding. That's my brother. It's nothing, some people say y'all broke up, that's my brother. And we was really not a group at first. I was more on the happy party stuff. Tariq was street. It's just something that we tried, which would have been dope. But I think the industry, when you come in with something that's so authentic with no industry shit, and then you realize after that one record is gone that you got to go do all of this ass kissing and this and that, it rubbed both of us the wrong way.
Man. Oh man,
the Steely, the sample, the everything. It was just like you realize all the people when you down, all the people that was around you wasn't really your friend. They was just there for the ride. Yeah. It was a depressing time for both of us because it took away from us in our creative side. We got caught up in the hype, and at the time, you coming home, we got a hit record, we broke, and now we on the road with 20,000 in each pocket from shows, just cash, women, and the focus got thrown off and people around us. So I think, and I'm speaking for myself, he may have a different view. I think the industry turned us off, and that's why people were like, why didn't we get another album? Why would we was just
done? You're done with it. You're burnt out.
I remember Jay-Z told me, I saw Jay-Z somewhere right after our album. He said, what y'all doing? I said, I'm probably gonna work on a solo project he's doing. He was like, nah, man, don't let these niggas do that to y'all. Get back with your man and put another record out. He was like, just go back with your man. Don't let that shit. Y'all both could rap. Y'all nice. Go. And I didn't even listen. He was at Shaq's house. We was both at Shaq's house. He was telling me to get back with Tariq and make another album. But it fucked me up creatively. So I couldn't even write anymore. Right. Something that used to come to me like breathing. I couldn't even do it because I was so caught up in what now? You on this high ride, now you got all these bills, all of this stuff, and now there's nothing coming in. So it was started getting like you start getting nervous and shit. So
that's your question. Did you, since your son Cory Gunz is rapping, did you ever get discouraged? Did you want to be like, nah, bro, don't do that? Or you like, you must got the bug, like, go ahead. Did you encourage it, or did you try to like?
I mean, if you ever interview Cory, he'll tell you my father was not trying to help me get on. Not when he was 14, 15. I was like, you don't want no parts of this shit, man.
Really?
It was Tariq that kept saying, Pete, he's got it. Nice. Wow. He's different. It's like something from another planet. I didn't even hear it. When I looked at him, he was just my son.
How's he feel now? Like, through, you know, because he's been in it for a minute. Like, how does he feel now through, you know, everything that's been going on?
Ups and downs, but Cory's a dude that would, Cory's like me. He would rap even if there was not a quarter coming in. It's just something that he would do. Cory got thousands of songs. I could put an album out on Cory now to the year 3000 every year.
He records that much.
And he's totally opposite from me. No part of no cameras, no reality shows, no, he don't want to be in the hype. He don't want you, when he does an interview with you, ask too many questions about me. And that was one of the regrets I had about loving hip hop, because it reflects on your family and your kids. You know, when I did it, I was like, fuck that. I got kids to feed, and you know, and it went left, and I was not that was, but I'm not bothered. I'm trying to feed my family. But your sister still got to go to work. Your kids still got to go to school, and your son is rapping. He got interviews to do where people are spending more time about his father's shenanigans than his own music.
Were you
that bothered me?
Were you concerned when he was connected with Lil Wayne? Because I mean, you know, that was at that time. It was Wayne was the biggest thing going. Young Money was the
big deal.
Oh no, it was to me it was a full go. To me it was a full go. But that was also at the time when he felt like, you know, I got it from here. All the other times I was doing all his mixtapes and guiding him. What I would do with Cory is give him a skeleton. So there was a song called "Brick in the Wall." Who's that by? Since you like Steely Dan. Brick in the Wall.
Brick in the Wall.
All in all, it's just a
Pink Floyd?
Pink Floyd, my man.
Yeah.
So I told him to do a story about a drug dealer hiding his bricks in the wall, called it Brick in the Wall. And I brought a band in and we played it over and he did it. So I would just paint skeletons for Cory and he would fill them in. But once he started getting his, you know, coming into his own, and he got it. And then once Lil Wayne and them picked him up, my nephew was in New Orleans saying, Dad, Mac Main and them said they want to sign Wayne. Sign Cory. I was like, yeah, do it. You know, and then once he signed to them, and people keep saying, yo, you feel like they held him. Nah, Wayne came home from jail and didn't do any records and then put Cory first. Put Cory on the first thing, smoking 6 foot, 7 foot. So sometimes you got to take those type of moments and run with them. You can't wait for the label or wait for nobody. You got that? Here it is on the platter.
Let's go.
Go, nigga. Don't wait for them. So when people say, you feel like they hold, nah, Wayne came out of jail and put Cory on the first thing, smoking. Nah, I love Wayne. And when Cory got in most labels, you know how they drop you and tell you go fuck yourself. If you ain't putting no music out. Yeah. Cory caught a gun charge in the Bronx and was fighting for his life. He was gonna go to jail because they don't in New York it's 3 to 9. Wayne put up all the money for his lawyer, made sure he was good, even when he wasn't hot. What label? Who's gonna do that? That's why I get mad at people when they point out all of the bad parts of labels, especially black owners and black CEOs. They're quick to point out do you think I could have called Donnie Ienner or anybody from, you know, Tommy Mottola, anybody or you know, and say, hey, we in this situation and got them on the phone and help Cory out?
Nah, that wouldn't happen.
Nah, and those are the people I love. I love Tommy, but I'm just keeping it real. But Wayne and them was like, how much you need? Who's a lawyer? What's up? Is he good? So nah, I have nothing but love for Young Money. And when people try to get me to say something sideways about them, Cory, I would never. And he's still, Cory's in Miami last week, recorded 5, 6, 7, 8 songs with Wayne.
Oh,
they still working. So it's still a work in progress. You know, Cory is phenomenal, man. If he wasn't my son, I'll still say that.
Yeah, that's dope. I mean, we've seen you guys and you in particular, you just said like, yo, when you were in Shaq's house. I remember back in the day, like y'all relationship. How did y'all connect with, you know, and how's the relationship been with you and Shaq? How did you know?
Shaq just left Dallas, yo. I hung out with Shaq all weekend.
Oh man.
That's your man Pots and Pans, huh?
Man.
My man, this nigga, oh, God, we had a blast, but he crazy as you know, certain people again you click with, and that's the end. And certain, you know, I go through it and I'm not even on Shaq level. I'm not a person that every time I get with Shaq, I'm coming up with this big scheme of ideas and you need to do this and you need to do that. When you got a friend on the level of Shaq, everybody wants to open up a restaurant, bar, I rap, I got this idea, yo, you should put some money up for this, we should do this. When I call Shaquille and we hang out, it's all about our past, our friendship, music, whatever. It's not about no ideas, no money, no hand. The only time Shaq could get a business conversation out of me is if I think It's something he ain't got to put no money up for. These people want you to do this. They want to put some money in your pocket to do that. It's to bring him money. And normally when I bring Shaquille some money, he be like, I put 20 on it. That's for you. I put 50 on it. That's for you. You know what I mean? Like whatever they say they're going to do, he put the extra on and give it to me.
That's
so how you keep those type of friends is you just be their friends, man. You don't come in there ask, no matter how bad your situation is, because he got 100,000 family members and friends he knew before me. He got sisters, brothers, nieces, nephews, grandnieces, nephews, all his kids. He don't want to hear your fucking brilliant ideas or you asking him for money. So people, most of the time, if you ask me, it's out of pure love and our friendship growing up. And also, I know that he knows when I enter the phone for Gunz, he ain't got no fucking, ain't about no money. It's some funny shit. It's some music. It's a regular friend. Yeah. You know, so and then the crazy shit is when I post that I'm with Shaq, I get a million niggas calling me, yo, FaceTime me with Shaq. I want to talk to him about something. Where y'all at? I'm pulling up. What? I learned my lesson a long time ago. When I put Shaq on the phone with somebody, I can't get him on the phone again.
Yeah. Yeah. That's your relationship.
Or when I pull up with people with your Gunz, I said for you to come. Who's your man? You know what I mean? So now I just keep, me and him been friends since 1996. Real good friends.
Yeah, man.
He's godfather to my son. And no matter how hard things got for me, and they got hard, and I'm not lying, plenty of times he sent money. Just you didn't even ask. I knew he was hurting, nigga. Here, Shaq. There's nothing Shaq could do to ever make me say anything bad about him. Shaq called my mother and was like, "I'm looking at your house. I just bought you a house." And my mother wouldn't leave. I was so mad at her, yo. You know, I tried to buy my mother a house when me and Tariq was hot. She wouldn't go. And then one day Shaq was like, yo, your mother's still on that same block. Because he came, you know, I would bring Shaq to the hood. He said, your mother still live there? Nah, call her right now. And we was parked in Orlando in front of this big house. Call your mother right now. I called her. And he said, Auntie, I'm looking at your house right now. You moving out. I bought you a house. And she was like, oh, darling, thank you, but no thank you. I can't leave.
What?
Yeah.
She could have been in Florida chilling right now.
Yeah, my mom's, you know, she just it is what it is. She want to be where she at. She want to be next to her friends, her doctors, and everybody. She just went. And I was so mad at her, man. I was like, Ma, Shaq wanted to buy you this beautiful. It was beautiful. He was like, nah, I want y'all here. Y'all should be here. And it was, and she was like, nah. That's a true story. I never told that story before.
Wow. Yeah. But your mom's reaction didn't surprise you.
Nah. You know, Shaq asked me first, and I was like, absolutely, because in my mind, if she don't take it, shit, I got me a crib in Orlando.
Yeah.
But Shaq got me a crib in LA.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, Shaq put me in an apartment in Culver City and paid that shit. It was like, this is where you gonna be while I'm with the Lakers. And I'm so New York, man. I ain't never stayed one night in that apartment. Ever.
Damn, Culver City's nice.
Yeah, give me the keys.
No, that was years ago. But he just, you know, he's generous and he loved who he loved.
Yeah, good dude.
And like I was like, Shaquille, I didn't ask you to get no apartment. He's like, nah, I just want you to be here, you know, be here close to the family. And I was like, my family is in the Bronx.
Yeah.
I love you, bro, but I gotta be in the Bronx. But yeah, he put me in an apartment out there. But that was things like that. I could never ever have anything bad to say him.
100%.
Ever. I love Shaquille, man.
Oh, listen, dude. June 11th, Fuzz. If you don't fly to Philly,
I am there, bro. Seriously.
Hold on. By the way, Shaq's flying in. He'll be there too.
No, dude. We're going.
Hey,
Shaq showed me some moves. Shaq showed me some moves. I put it on my Instagram. Niggas say, you listen to Shaq, you gonna get knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
Hey, I can never say nothing bad about Shaq. He put me on the intro of one of his albums, and I'm on the intro with one of the albums.
Which one? Which album?
I forgot which one, but we were clowning on the beginning. I was acting like, you know, I was interviewing on the radio side, but Shaq, listen, I got an expedition because of that check. Hello.
Oh man.
Shaq gave me multiple motorcycles and multiple expeditions. But he would take the expedition sign off and put Twizzle.
Because West Coast Customs was doing West Coast Customs. Ryan was doing all his work.
Ryan did my car. the train horn and all that shit.
Yeah.
Shaq would get so how Shaq work is he would give you something
and take it.
No, never take it. But you have to give it. If you want a new one, you got to give it to pass it then the next person. I've given away so many motorcycles, so many cars.
Because Shaq used to ride Indians. He had Indian motorcycles for a while.
Yeah, but so he gave up his crotch rockets. He was like, I got a couple motorcycles. I stopped riding motorcycles. I fell off one time and I was like that. I got too many kids depending on
deal.
Me.
What was your wildest moment with Shaquille O'Neal?
He'd kill me if I told you that. We had some wild times, baby.
Yeah. Look, June 11th, Peter Gunz, Atlantic City. Cisco, not Cisco from Drew Hill, but another Cisco.
From Love and Hip Hop.
Love Cisco from. Yeah, look, Peter, just hold on the line. But look, man, this has been an amazing episode. Peter Gunz, FAQ Podcast. Yeah. Please follow us on YouTube, subscribe, like, comment, FAQ Podcast on Instagram. Wherever you listen to it, please comment, like, subscribe, share this. Peter Gunz, we appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, brothers. I appreciate you, man. Sarah, shout out to Sarah. Sarah, I love you. Call me.
Yes.
Hold on
1 second. Peter Gunz right here. FAQ Podcast.